Okay, and we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, long distance truck driver, especially my brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Go hit up Troy's channel, man. Tell him SouFLoTV sent you and hit that subscribe button. Help his channel to grow as well. Shout out to each and every clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as they want good for themselves. Whether the others are gay, are straight, are brown, are black, are white, are friend, our family, shout out to good people. Good morning, people. Here I am this morning. It's Thursday morning on this beautiful Thursday morning. Up, healthy, and feeling really good. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being here. Stacey Ann Williams, Laurel Newman, Tamara Brown Ford, Anthony Bearer, Judy Llewellyn, Doc65, June O'Brien. Thank you all for being here this morning. Bright and early. All right, so let's talk. First of all, I might not be on too long this morning. I might cut it short. Today is my daughter's birthday. So help me say happy birthday. Well, I'm going to need more people than just 15 people. I might want to wait a little bit, but let's keep the party going for who's here. Help me say happy birthday to my baby girl. Melania is 1 year old today. So today we're going to, celebrate her being here a year. Feels like she was born like a couple of months ago. She's already 1 year old. She is walking around, holding on to stuff, walking around, taking independent steps without holding on to anything. She'll take about 2 of those, 3 of those at the most. And then, she'll topple over before so she's up and about, moving around the place. She's into everything. You open the refrigerator, she's climbing the shelves in the refrigerator. She's all over the place. My beautiful little princess. So she's 1 year old today, and I'm happy. I'm happy. And we're going to be celebrating her birthday. Man, it's nothing like having children. It's nothing like watching them grow. It's a different kind of feeling though when it's a daughter, especially when you are you're a daddy and you have this little girly, she kissed me up, and she don't even know how to kiss yet. So I told her, I said, you will always be kissing up and loving up your daddy. Even when your mommy mad and she don't want to kiss me up and love me up, that's okay. I still got you, baby girl. So I'm in love with my little princess, man, and today is her birthday. Right? So thank you for all the birthday wishes for all the people who said happy birthday. And let's get into this story. I've said before, I don't care what people do with their sexual life or their private life. However, I have a diverse audience of people. So when people hit me up, and my audience is mostly subscriber driven, people hit me up and say, SouFLo, see this story? I want you to cover this story. SouFLo, do something on this. SouFLo, how come I don't hear you talking about this? Half of the time I'm like, I don't know because I didn't know about it. I did not know that it happened. Okay, here's the link. Now talk about it. All right, this is one of them story here. Dalton Harris reveals male partner in social media video. My light is down on the screen. Let me pull up the picture first so you can see it's a real reveal. For those of you who haven't seen it, now y'all know I have quite a few things to say on this one. Y'all know Dalton Harris, and everybody was, well, not everybody, but a lot of people were behind him in, I believe it was The Voice. Was it the UK Voice? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Some big singing competition over in the UK that Dalton ended up winning undeniably because he really was the best singer on that show. So Dalton is a singer from Jamaica, if you don't know. Very popular singer who rose from the ashes all the way up. And You know, he went over to the UK, won a singing competition. There was a big thing around it, why he won't be going back to Jamaica because X Factor. Thank you. Thank you. It was the X Factor. He won the X Factor. There was a big thing around it, remember? About the falling out with his mom and all this other stuff. I remember Dalton's mom. It's so sad that his mom had to explain his sexuality. You know, for sure, you know how paranoid people were. They brought that to his mom. Could you imagine somebody questioning my mom about my sexuality? But they brought that question to his mom, and I thought that was weird even back then. But anyway, it was new to everybody, and everything he did was like, oh, see that? Yes, see, me see the sign, me see the sign. Okay, okay, not that. Ah, see, he did it again. The boy sit down on him lap, me see the sign, me see the sign. All right, anyhow, they brought the question to Dalton's mom, and I remember Dalton's mom saying, Dalton had so many girls when he was growing up. He was what they call a gallus, is what his mom said. You know, him and the little girl, them all over the place. And she had to like fight him and beat him and all kind of something for him, just to try to keep him on the straight and narrow, because she didn't want him, he was bright, and she didn't want him having a child or getting a child at an early age and all these things. That's what his mom said. This is his mom trying to explain to the Jamaican media why she thinks her son isn't gay. All right, fast forward. We covered when Dalton came out and flew that flag, the weird looking color flag. It's not the LGBT flag, it's another flag. And I saw the flag and I thought to myself, well, what flag is that? So I had to go look it up. And it's called pansexual flag. Pansexual flag. The first thing I thought about when I saw the may I drag this a little bit in, so walk with me. The first thing I thought about when I saw the pansexual flag, I thought about Pan-Africanism. But some Marcus Garvey stuff. And then I thought, wow, so they have a pansexual movement. What is pansexual? Let me get into this. Dalton came out and explained on social media. In his explanation on social media, I was reading between the lines. And if you go back and look at my other video, I said what I'm going to say today. This is a while back now, about a year now, he come out as pansexual, right? After he swore up and down, I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I'm not into that. I love the ladies. You know, he specifically said, and then later on down the road, he was pansexual. Pansexual is when you, according to Dalton's explanation and according to the explanation of what it is, when you gravitate towards people, interact with people in a relationship way, like, you know, we are together or we are dating, but you don't do it based on someone's sexuality. You do it based on their spirit. You do it based on their soul. You do it based on the inner makeup of the person. From the time that he say, yeah, he's still struggling to come out. He's still struggling to come out. But hey, I'm the kind of person like this. If you tell me to call you a donkey, that's what I'm going to call you. And I respectfully will call you a donkey. If you tell me to call you anything, that is exactly what I'm going to call you. And I respectfully will call you so, because that is what you request to be called. See? But I still thought he was struggling. He was struggling. It was obvious he was struggling to say, but he couldn't really say what he really wanted to say. And then boom, controversial Jamaican singer sensation Dalton Harris has again lit up social media sphere with this time by boldly revealing his male Italian boyfriend on TikTok on Monday. I'm thinking, it wasn't even shocking news to me. It wasn't even shocking news to me. It was more like, okay, we kind of know that that's what it is already, but now that he has actually said it. But remember, he drew for the pansexual stuff first, right? So that means said, he is claiming then bisexuality. because that's what it is. Or you go with all genders, because you know they have more than, they're claiming more than 2 genders now. So you have one that have an innie, one that have an outie. Some people are born with both, you know, that kind of stuff. So you pretty much are flexible and you float with anybody across the human spectrum as long as your souls, yeah, as long as your souls connect is what pansexualism is about. So for those of you who don't remember, Dalton Harris, he won the 2018 UK X Factor competition and he came out as pansexualist last October. He released a video on social media platform with a youth named Paravi Das. Single, this is the hit single Cloud. The hit single is called Cloud 9, and Cloud 9 was playing in the background. Go listen to the song. Paravi Das hit single called Cloud 9. It was playing in the background. The lyrics serenaded a few selected moments with Harris and his male companion, outraging several social media users, while others commended Harris for his brave step. The particular lyrics chosen by Harris were, I guess he was singing these lyrics to this guy. The particular lyrics that were chosen by him were, "I hate all men, but when he loves me, I feel like I am floating. When he calls me pretty, I feel like I am somebody. Even when we fade eventually to nothing, you will always be my favorite form of loving." Enough people mad. Enough people in them feelings. In the TikTok video, Harris presented his partner with a gift, which led to his lover smiling widely and walking over to him, and then the camera went like that. So what happened next between the two of them cannot visibly be seen. And I have the video right here, actually. Another section of the video showed Harris video recording his boo as he recorded a dog being walked on a busy street. The short clip ended with Harris giving his lover a small temple kiss, right, that's all, with his arms around him. The video has caused mixed reactions. Now, among social media users, especially those who have always questioned Harris's sexuality ever since a photograph emerged with him sitting on the lap of another male X Factor contestant in 2018. From back then, remember back then, people were saying, you know what the funny thing is? I think around that time, Young M.A., which is the female rapper that's very out, Young M.A. actually says she walks around with a strap on. And there's no shortage of females that want her to hit them with her strap on. But anyhow, Young M.A. went to Jamaica, and back then we were like, okay, them not get Dalton too good of a reception because, and he hadn't come out yet saying pansexual, nothing. The youth was just singing. But, you know, they gather up and they take pictures for this live show that they're doing. And Dalton, I think one of the guys them end up sitting upon Dalton, lap or upon him knee. Y'all remember that? Because I covered that back then. I think that video on this channel has like 97,000 views and the other one has like 100 and something thousand views. But people were really interested in that back then. And again, like I said, we're social media driven. We're subscriber driven. So when them say SouFLo cover this, you have to cover it, right? Or they'll go elsewhere to get it covered. So indulge me while I engage you in this topic. Dalton hadn't come out yet, but it did cause a big stir. And because of that, because him sit down or somebody sit down on him lap or he sat on some man lap, some boy sit down on him lap or something like that, a lot of people who are big in the entertainment industry were against him. I remember particularly Bounty Killer took away his endorsement. Because at one time, Bounty was like, yes, he's singing for us. Our youth that him can sing. And yeah, we are going to support him on them thing there. And then, boom. When they went to go take a group picture, somebody ended up on somebody's lap. Bounty them look on the picture and said, this no look good. Dalton, fix up yourself. And then he publicly said, I withdraw my support. And along with other people. See, I withdraw. So there were a lot of people, but then young MA came to Jamaica and everybody was all over her. You know, everybody were ready to collaborate and ready to meet and greet and wine and dine and all these things with young Emmy. So I guess it's okay if a girl decides that she likes girls, which is we've discussed this before in Jamaican culture. It's okay. I've seen them give it a pass all the time, especially if the girl that likes girls does not look too tough. You know what I mean by too tough? So you have some females who like woman, but them coming out and them look just like me. Yo, what up? Hey, what's good, shorty? Yo, she fine as hell. And them have the deep voice and everything else. If they don't look like that, then they get a pass. I'm just a girl that's into girls. Then Jamaican men tend to be like, yeah, me like that. Me like girl, me like girl. Cause me I go dive in a middle and me I go have two girls one time. And that kind of stuff, right? I guess that drives their fantasy. So so it's okay. If you are a girl, you can go have as many girls as you want to. Hopefully I'll fit somewhere in the middle and we can do a tree something or whatever. Must be the fantasy, but man, no fish to the thing. See? So yeah, Noel Harrison, I used that word the other day. And boy, it coming like the box of wasp nest because I was like, I was getting stung all over, you know. I had to like kneel it out of there. I don't know the proper terms. I'm sorry, I don't know the proper terms. I don't know the proper terms. Well, come here, let me educate you, is what one person said. And I was like, okay. My apologies. That's disrespectful. Don't call us that. Nobody calls them that anymore. I mean, these terms change. You know, listen, man, we're moving, not moving into, we're living in a type of world. We're not done with the Dalton story yet, you know, because we still have the picture of him and his boy, Boo, and we still have the little video where in post. We're going to look at those, but I'm going to finish reading this first. But I'm saying, we live in a world now where it's anything goes. It's not only anything goes, it's also that certain groups of people have united and formed their coalitions, and they are edging forward for their equal rights, and they are getting it, and they are moving into positions of power, and a lot of them are already in positions of power, so they're able to swing, would you say swing the pendulum then, in their favor. And you know how the world run right now. You say the wrong thing at the wrong time about a certain group of people, you find stuff like, oops, you remember SouFLo that used to be on YouTube? Yeah, you know, she said SouFLo channel no there no more. Yeah, me see, brother. Why? I don't know what I'm saying. Well, it's one of those things that you said. See? It's one of those things that you said. I'm not paying attention to the comment section yet because I can only imagine that some of y'all are going off. And I've asked you before to not go off in a derogatory manner because YouTube has changed its policy. So YouTube now holds the host. The host of the channel is now held responsible for their comment section. And sometimes when a lot of you see your comments removed, it is because YouTube removed it. They removed it before I even saw it. So shout out to the people that who keep on and say, oh, just because I spoke the truth, SouFLo removed my comment. That's why I'm not coming back over here, because what's the use of allowing us to speak in your comment section if we can't tell the truth, or if you're going to just erase the truth when we speak it? It's not me. It is not me. Okay, I don't erase comments. I've told you all this before, from years ago until now. I stand on this principle. The only people that I remove their comments are people who tell people about up under their mother. I respect everybody's mother. From a woman bring life into the earth, into the universe. She is a queen to me, bar none. All circumstances included, from she brave enough to bring life into earth and blessed enough, then I respect her. So the whole up under your mother talk, it irks my nerve in a kind of way where even if you don't respect your mom, I respect her for you. Okay? So those are the comments that I erase. I would be having a conversation with people, good. And then 10 exchanges down, you see your mother, up under your mother. I erased the whole 10 comments in a one swoop. But other than that, I don't erase your comments. It's YouTube, and they're monitoring heavily. They even have look at the comment section before you leave a comment. It won't be on the live, but look under the videos. There's a fine print at the top of the comment section that says make sure that your comments are within YouTube guidelines. Make sure you're not violating their community guidelines. So YouTube is expecting you to get on, say your piece in a respectable manner, even if you disagree. But the one bag of profanity and the one bag of threatening and the one bag of head for bust out, gunshot for this and that for that, I'm asking y'all, please don't do it for my channel, because I'm going to have to go back through and make sure that these are not there. Because if it is, I am the one that is held responsible. So you jump on my channel and you leave these little frivolous, stupid comments, I call them, because you're not killing nobody. You are not no bad man. You're not out a road and murder nobody. So when you get on here and talk about them for dead and all that, inciting violence against people based on either their skin color or their sexual preference or their whatever, it falls back on me. Okay? It falls back on me. And if you respect my channel and what we do over here, then please don't try to help to tear my channel down, because that's what you're doing. All right. Can't explain it no simpler. So here I know. On Instagram, where the video has also been shared, a social media user suggested that Dalton was releasing the video of himself and his male lover in a bid to gain his United Kingdom citizenship. I don't think that's necessary for Dalton, because there was someone of royal blood that actually offered to adopt Dalton when he was going through the whole singing competition, and then they made it public that he was getting a lot of backlash from his own country, Jamaica, for the pictures. At that time, he still hadn't said, I'm pan nothing, or I am base nothing, or I am cup and spoon nothing. He still hadn't said nothing about that. He was just getting a lot of backlash. What the boy for dead? Yo, him can't come back to Jamaica. Y'all don't remember that? People were literally getting on social media saying him can't come back to Jamaica and all this. So I believe it was a duke or a duchess or somebody, and somebody decided, they went on the X Factor and said, we'll adopt you, we'll take you, we'll keep you here. You understand? So when these big people back you up and you are in gainful employment, especially on a star status level, it's not hard to get your citizenship. So I'm gonna think Dalton have to go this route. What you're talking about is the what I'm calling it now, asylum route. I don't think Dalton has to go the asylum route. I think he will be easily granted UK citizenship, or his state. He'll be easily granted his state. So UK citizen, somebody is saying this UK citizenship by any means necessary, is what she wrote in the now deleted comment, which caught the attention of Dalton before it disappeared. The singer, who is also a former Digicel Rising Star champion in Jamaica, have won the talent show in 2010, clapped back, refuting that the moment was about obtaining citizenship. And he also pointed out that his partner is Italian, he is not British. So if me I go there with somebody for citizenship in England, it would make sense to be with a British person, since it's British citizenship you are accusing me of doing this for, when my partner is a Italian citizen. So he's Italian. I don't date for favors. If there's any doubt then that this is what it is, the conversation will tell you that that's what it is. He says he's Italian. I don't date for favors, not even in the court of public opinion. You just want something wrong to be true. Don't. You sad, but I wish you all the best, is what Dalton responded to that person by saying. Now on TikTok, where the video has surpassed over 110,000 views, a viewer commented and said, "Turn to God, Dalton. He loves you." Harris, in response, referred to the viewer as, "Ya idiot." But he acknowledged that he knew that God loves him. All right? I know he loves me. He loves both of us. He loves all gay people, is what Dalton said. Right? So he's out. He's speaking out. Idiots like you try to tell otherwise, but know God's love. Since winning the UK X Factor, Harris has sparingly released new music. Now this is where I have an issue. This is where I come in. See, since winning the X Factor, Harris has sparingly released new music. I'll talk about that. Now, shortly after being triumphant in that singing competition, he released his debut single, "The Power of Love," featuring British pop star James Arthur. And the song peaked at number 4 on the UK Top 40 singles charts after spending 6 weeks there. So, you know, so Dalton could change off of that. See? His first solo song, "Cry," was released late in 2019. However, it failed to hit the charts. Since then, he has released an acoustic cover version of Halsey's Graveyard, which has received over 195,000 views on YouTube, and Harris has not released new music since then. Locally, the entertainer is best known for his single "Pauper," that's in Jamaica, which received heavy rotation on local radio stations there. He also recorded other reggae songs, including "Whisper in the Wind," "I Am Numb," "No More Will I Roam," and "Watch Over Me." And the thing about that is, there's no way that Dalton would have gotten, and he said it. He said, "Why do you think I'm not invited to any of the big events to sing?" Because they were asking him in a recent interview, "How come, like, when they have all these big things in Jamaica, you're not invited?" And he basically said, it is what it is. You know what it is, right? They don't want me on those stages. So anyhow, here is him and the picture before I say what I have to say about the whole thing. That was just me telling you what was out there. So here's the picture of Dalton and his man. Stand by your man. Seem like? So he is out. Stand by your. Dalton is all the way out. And he doesn't care who knows it. See it? He doesn't care who knows it. And then, one more time for the people who covered their eyes for 10 seconds and act like they didn't want to see it. There it is. All right, Dalton. My brother. Yes, no? Make we talk. All right. So, all right. And then here's the video. Let's see if we can play this video a little bit. The thing about this video is if it has music in it that's longer than 10 seconds long, then by the time this video is done, you're going to see copyright infringement notification and all these things. So that's how the rules work. So even if I play you somebody's song, we can't only play like a snippet. We can't play too much of the song because once I go over, I believe it's 7 seconds, 7 to 10 seconds, they take your whole video. See? All right. So hopefully this plays. Let's see. A loop, you know. Volume. There's a song that's playing. Even when we fade eventually. All right, now turn off the song because I don't want them taking the whole video. And I don't want to have to edit this and cut it back out. So they're walking the doggies. Want to see it? They're like a snippet. They're walking the doggies. They're romancing each other. They're doing all these kind of things. Hear what I say? Let me talk my piece now. SouFLo, don't bite your tongue. Jesus. Let me talk in peace now. All right, so here we are. My only gripe about all this is, wait, that Vera Pan says, laugh out loud, really? You know what, Vera? Laugh out loud, really disappointed. However, I remain a loyal, God-fearing Jamaican regardless of my 25 years in Britain. What's funny? What's funny is a lot of Jamaican females were like, "Oh, leave him alone. He's not gay. Dalton is straight, and everybody can see it. Y'all just hating." So there are actually a lot of people that vouched for this man's sexuality. I don't know how you could vouch for somebody's sexuality, but there were a lot of women that were saying that he is just refined. He is just refined. You know, you do your eyebrows. Them say it's because he's on TV, right? So he has to put on makeup and stuff because he's on TV, and catch up him here and I'm like a bun and him doing frizzy hairdos and stuff. They say it's because he is in the celebrity world. The clothes look a bit feminine. They say, hey, that's just the way he dresses. But he's a man and he is straight, and we're sure saying straight. So those females might be a bit disappointed now, but you don't have to be too disappointed because relationships end. Plus, Dalton already said that he is pansexual, so you still have a chance. You still have a chance. It just means that he goes. You just got to make sure that your soul connect with him, my girl. If you want Dalton, you have to make sure your soul connects with his, because that's what he deals with. He doesn't deal with, specifically, I'm just gonna date women just because I'm a heterosexual male. No, he doesn't want to be heterosexual because heterosexual is supposed to date only women, and he wants to be able to float through the universe. Yes, flow, be with whoever he wants to because it feels right at the moment, and these kind of things. You wanna? Simpson, do better than I'm not with a woman, so I don't participate in that. But I see why it's so prevalent. Don't get mad at me, sweetheart. Let that hate go, and perhaps it will end. Women have power. It does not matter to anyone other than the people who choose to do what people choose to do in their private life. This has been part of the LGBTQ community, such as a big deal. It's nothing new. All right, so Sitya, his soul tainted like bad sugar cane. Laugh my ass off. Hey man, this is where I come in. Dalton, I'm reading these now. I'm reading these comments, and now I'm reading, and you can say whatever you want to say. We are Jamaican, we are Caribbean people, we're from enough people on here. Shout out to my Belizean family. Enough people are on here. We have a certain kind of thing about us where we take serious thing, make joke, and we take situations that aren't necessarily funny, and we find something to laugh about in them. I've explained to people before that it's not necessarily someone making fun of you as long as they don't disrespect you, but it's more like our survival mechanism. Yeah. How else do we survive? Hey, it's 500 and something people murdered in the first 5 months of the year. How else do we survive these things without being mentally traumatized, without locking ourselves in the house and being afraid? We not go outside. Why you not go outside? You see how much people getting killed around here? I'm not going outside. I'm afraid. I'm locking myself in the house. That could actually really happen. So it's something that's, I don't know if it's genetically passed down to us or if it's passed down through just culture per se, or both, that we find stuff, we laugh and we keep going. Yes, we laugh and we keep going. Let me say this. I wish Dalton nothing but the best. I'll be the first to say it. I wish him nothing but the best. And when I say that another person, man, woman, another person's sexual preference means absolutely nothing to me, I mean exactly that. Don't look for me to be the one to talk about him, a fish. That's his business, man. If him want to do that. What I'm concerned about though is Dalton has undeniable talent when it comes to singing. Whenever I hear him sing, when I was watching The Voice, not The Voice, X Factor. When I was watching X Factor, and that brother they sing, I remember I said in the comment section, I say, yo, the note that he just hit, it gave me chills. Me granny who tell me to say that. Here, here come, you know, my Jamaican people do already. Yo, SouFLo, long time we know you're fishing up. But him gonna give you chills, eh? Bill boy, Bill. And but this song gave the way how he sang literally gave me chills. The way how, what's that singer name? Sam something. Before he came out and said that that's what he was. Sam Smith, I think his name is. Me just know music. I'm not really too into the people in personal life. I'm not one of those people like that unless my audience want me to discuss it. When Sam Smith, I think it is. When he sings, but I didn't know that he was gay until Sam came out and said that his both wrists are broken and he is flamboyantly that. But me never know all that. I just heard songs and I thought, yo, whoever this is got a lot of soul. They can really sing. Yeah, Sam Smith, right? Okay. I think Sam Smith and Dalton should hook up and do a collab. I'm talking about with the video and the whole nine. And I'm not talking about loving upon each other in the video and hug upon nothing like that. I talk about two vocal masters doing a single together. That's it. I believe that single would probably shoot to #1, top of the charts. Bar none. Take out the fact about their sexuality and just sing. To be honest with you though, after Sam came out, it was like I tried listening to his music still, but it doesn't resonate the same way because and I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I'll say it. I'm an honest person, as honest as I can be. After he came out, I was like, I remember driving in the car with wifey and it came on and I was like, I can't even listen to this song the same again because now I'm thinking he actually wrote the song for a man, you know, and he was singing to a man. This is a man professing his love to another man and I'm sitting there enjoying it, but I feel some kind of way about it after that. So it was best for him, this is what I'm getting to, it was best for him to just don't say nothing. Just keep that to yourself. Let people speculate if they want to speculate, but keep that part there yourself to yourself. You know, it wasn't that important to tell me. I didn't want to know. I really did not want to know. And now that you've told me, every time I hear the song, I think of a man serenading an next man. And I'm not against you serenading another man. If that's your fancy, if that tickle your fancy, then serenade all the men that you want to serenade. But me listening to it now, knowing that that's how you wrote it and who you wrote it for, it kind of hit differently. And consciously or subconsciously, me just couldn't get around it. So yeah, me did change the radio station still, but it was just, I'm being honest. I swear, I just changed the radio station. I think wifey was laughing and stuff. I was like, it don't hit the same. See, the thing about Dalton is, I feel like Dalton is going to waste. I know he's young. I know when people are young, you know, they kind of think they have forever. You know, we think time is on our side always, and we have forever to get. I just hate to see his talent go to waste. Like maybe it's me just wanting to hear him sing. Maybe it's me as a fellow Jamaican just wanting to see him excel to the top of this industry. So me can say, yo, a Jamaican, you know. Yeah, that's Dalton Harris, man. You remember like 10 years ago when he won the X Factor and then the journey was like this and that. And then he did that single with Sam Smith. And from there on out, it was stadiums and light bulbs and, you know, world tour and all these. I wish him all the best in the world. All those things that I'm saying is what I wish for him. Big light bulbs, stadium full of people, world tour, #1 on the charts, all across the board. I wish all those things for him. This is what I want to see him do, though. This is what I want to see him do. like the article said, Dalton has barely put out any music since. And I know he's struggling. He's probably, because he said it before, that, he was going through his depression, and he was going through, and that all that comes from having to hide who you are. All that comes from having to fake how you're living. I remember he used to go live, right? Like after X Factor, everybody did follow him on social media, and so was I. So I remember he would always have a female in his apartment when he was doing his little videos and stuff. So then back then, you had all the black females saying, damn, yo, you couldn't choose one a week. Boy, I get rich and switch. Soon as them reach foreign and get like a popularity, a white girl in the pick up. Watch that. So all that having to keep a female around, they call a beard, keep a female around just so people can say, oh, I wonder if I'm girl that. Nah, maybe I'm just hitting it, but it's temporary. That kind of gal is still. And them kind of thing that all that pressure of having to live a different way than how you really are or really want to live, at some point it catches up with you. All that pretending. There's no way you can be happy pretending to be somebody you're not and hide who you are all the days of your life. Sooner or later, you're going to just broke out. Remember that word there? Broke out. Well, Dalton one broke out, okay? And because of that, he hasn't been able to steady himself and get into the music and give us some. I wish I was Dalton's manager. What is carrying the swing is exactly what Dalton sings. Dalton has the it factor. For instance, when Justin Bieber ready for a big one, remember, he went reggae, right? Sam Smith went reggae. The background beat is reggae based. Come on, Dalton, that's you. You live right here. That's in your zone. And you have the vocal range to carry it off. So do one of them songs that like what Justin Bieber did. What's the song that Justin did? That song was huge, man. Somebody ought to tell me in a minute. My mind is flipping a million miles an hour. I'm trying to get through this while thinking of other stuff. But that's what I want to see him do. Go in there. Get on some good beats, some good rhythms. Maybe he needs to link back with the producer them in Jamaica, whichever one is not being biased or homophobic or whatever the case is. I have seen them fly in artists that are American, like for instance, when DJ Khaled pairs up certain people with certain people, some of them people that in there, and I don't hear anybody complaining. So the big heavy Rasta, all of them do songs with people that are, or flying their flag, and nobody says anything. So this whole kind of willing to work and partner with others that are gay or bi or pan or fries or chicken or cup and spoon or whatever they want to call themselves. The willingness to work with those people, as long as they are not from your country, itself is kind of hypocritical. And it's the same thing, like I said, young MA came down. Yes, young MA is, I think her father is Jamaican or something like that. One of her parents are Jamaican. But she's not Jamaican. Like, she's Jamaican because one of her parents is Jamaican, but she is not seasoned in Jamaican culture. It's not like she was born and raised in Jamaica, grew up there, that kind of thing. And to see the reception she got, and not only her, there are others. And then them kick out Dalton, force him out. Nobody don't want to work with him. Nobody is inviting him, lending an extension to any event and these kind of things. I just want to see him do music. And I think his sex life or his personal life has taken over. So he has turned now into a social media something. Gun pan teeth, Justin Bieber. I don't know, gun pan teeth, nothing. Ask the bar. But it's for Dalton now. It's more about, oh, you seen Dalton came out. Yes, Dalton say my pan this. Yes, you think so Dalton get that? It's all around his sexuality now. Nothing about his vocal range and his skills as a singer. and he's a brilliant singer. So that has got to be depressing for him. Cause of that, sorry. Is it too late now to say sorry? That song there. Dalton could do one of those songs. Why do you think Justin Bieber went for that? Because the rhythm alone is danceable, right? And everybody is gonna know that reggae underfeel when it comes on, and then you are authentically from that cloth. So Dalton could more than do that. And music, I want to hear Dalton Harris put out. That's what I want to hear. I want to see music. I want to see music videos. I want to know that he is existing in the space and he is shining brightly. That's what I want to know. I'm tired of the whole Dalton is gay, Dalton is not gay, Dalton is bi, Dalton show him man. Everybody's surprised. Oh, SouFLo talk about this, that. It's stifling his creativity. It's stifling his brilliant vocal range. It's stifling his stuff, and it's not good. It's not good. Y'all remember Gully Bop, right? Remember when Gully Bop get him busting up? Gully Bop get him one. I know somebody is saying, how y'all gonna go from Dalton Harris to Gully Bop and compare? Gully Bop probably over there customer right now. And the boy SouFLo call up my name with this, Gully Bop rank when I'm ready. Gully Bop give me a cussing one time. He say, the man said, get a tall ladder and climb up on it and so much far for your mother. That's what he told me. But anyhow, remember Gully Bop when Gully Bop got his bus, right? We were like, okay, Gully Bop, come on. A next one. Follow up with the next one and the next one. The people want to hear music. Yeah, you can have your little antics and go on with it, but music. I think Gully Bop, biggest mistake, I don't want to see this happen to Dalton, because then he'll become a has-been. I think Gully Bop's biggest mistake it's like him stop the music and just start the bare social media. And he was on social media every single day. And he wasn't on social media every day promoting music. He was on social media every day promoting madness, like his personal life was tumultuous, right? Remember when what's your name? Mad People there, Move. The girl who did that with she lost a lot of weight. She got videos on. I heard her singing the other day. She was like, when I've seen Amari's latest, wait there, let me find it. But remember when Amari took off our pod and with the blood pan pod and talk about me box a boy with this and that was the kind of stuff that took over Gully Bop's life instead of his music. And before you know it, nobody wanted to hear his music anymore. So when he was like, yo, I'm gonna drop a hot single, people are like, go with the music, just show me more of you and Amari. We love seeing this train crash or this train wreck run away. We don't know when the train will crash, and it's hard to watch sometimes if you have cringe like this, but it's worthy of entertainment, called entertainment. So give him more of that, Bob. The only problem is he's an artist. He's not a soap opera actor. This is not where he gets his money from, his clout, all that. Ain't nobody booking no shows off of you or for you. And then from there, remember, I did a run down the street in New York because one girl come take him away from Amari house. She said, come downstairs real quick. Don't pack no bag or nothing. If you can put 2 pieces of clothes in a scandal bag, okay. I used to go back running across the street somewhere in I went in there, Bronx, under one bridge. I run across the street, I run down the and he's going to a car drive off like he's running away from Amari, and then 2 weeks later, after she get on social media and do her, I miss you, Bob. You are my life. After she do that, then we're over here like, yo, this is a top 5 right here. Are they gonna get back together? And vloggers were making whole shows out of it. Have you seen the last episode of Gully Bop and Amari? Are they gonna get back together? It ended like this. Very dramatic. He was running down the street. The next thing we hear, Gully Bop is arrested in New York for this and that, and then next thing him back at Jamaican. Amari is flying down to visit the love of our life, and all that overshadowed his music. So Gully Bop ended up with the one hit. See? And what the one hit goes so again? Y'all know the song. Every girl want to walk off for me. Boom. Every girl want me. Boom. Everybody get them make me whiny with it. So Scandal Bob shirt and pants. I saw. But I wanted to see Gully Bop win. I wanted to see Gully Bop win, but Gully Bop turned to the social media thing, and it seems like this is what's going on with Dalton as well. It's more a social media thing for Dalton now than it is his music, and that's got to be frustrating. I am sure he doesn't want his whole business plastered all over the place without giving him credit for what he actually does, which is sing. But then again, in his world, which is the entertainment field, right? Sometimes this works in their favor, because maybe if Gully Bop did come out and say, I'm pansexual or I'm so and so, maybe things would have worked out different for him. I don't know. Them want Gully Bop's lips, not his hips. Boy, I don't know about all that, you know. I don't care what them want off of him. Well, wherever they want off of him, go take it. Gully says, every girl want to walk off of me. Boom. Y'all must know if that's true or not. But what I'm looking for is the Amari, and I wasn't going to play it because, let me tell you the truth, Amari and Gully Bop really don't like me, SouFlo. Me that try to help Amari one time, I promote our thing one time, and next thing me wake up in the morning, me hear how me dirty thinking wife and this and that and the girl when me deal with, and she went straight for wifey just because she knew that that would trigger me to respond, but I didn't respond. I didn't respond. And wifey saw it, and you know me and wifey talk about it like, babe, you know me, you know if I respond, my response is gonna be calculated, and my response is like, I hit you like a sniper first. You don't know where that one came from, and then I'll come out and give you the whole clip, right? So I orchestrated, and then I thought, nah, that's giving too much promotion to somebody who really don't like you, even though you're out here batting for them. People say, SouFlo, let's say I'm mad girl that. Why you a promoter? I'm gonna say, no, she's not mad. There's a thin line between genius and inside. I mean, I try to explain, you know, on her behalf, but she's so cuckoo, she didn't even see that. Are you are the one, SouFlo? Me, I said, when me say about this woman, everything I said about her was good. People call her crazy. People tell me that she's crazy in the comment section. Me answer them. On the live show, I answered them. I said, she's not crazy. She knows what she's doing. She's good at marketing. And I want you to know that she owns all rights to all her material. So she's going to get paid regardless, right? No, Amari never see it that way. She saw it as me. I don't know how she take it, but I get a cussing. I get a piece of cussing, and then Gully Bop. Now that this is over, let me tell you the story. So they had so much pressure on my channel at one point that the channel almost closed down. The channel almost closed down because there was a time where me and Gully Bop was going back and forth, right? Let me show you how this happened. Me and Bop was going back and forth. Remember I told you he was the one that cursed me first. When I said, I soon come back, him do one video and say, yeah, the boy saw for me show him like a comeback, something there, coming a back and them thing there. Around a back him there something, and then he said something about get a tall ladder, summer saw fighting on your mother hole and all kind of something. And you know I don't play with the whole mother thing. So I responded. But of course, I responded in an intelligent manner, but I still put some humor in it. And then too much people did a laugh after him, them didn't like it. So long story short, over a year down the road, I started seeing my videos getting ding, and I'm getting notification from YouTube. Some of you say, oh, go on. Because these copyright infringements, if I get 3 of them in 1 month, YouTube folds your channel, shut it down. until them can work out that issue. And some people, when their channel gets folded, they don't get the channel back. And they have the right to keep all your material. So I'm wondering, like, which video is it and who is it? They didn't start giving you the notification then or telling you who it was then, right? Zimilan Nears TV, thank you, I appreciate you. So they didn't start giving the notification or tell me back then is who yet. And then they did. And when they started telling me is which video and who, I was like, damn. But he was cussing me too. And my video was a response to him. But here's YouTube. I'm one strike away from having my channel shut down. So I'm paro. So for the whole like 3 months, I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I couldn't laugh how I wanted to laugh. Me have to watch what I say about people. And I'm like, I know I'm in my right. I'm within my right. But I just don't want to go through the uncomfortable process of having the channel shut down. Wait for them to go through litigation, which could take months before my channel come back up again and all that. So you know what? I'm going to play nice. So I backed off. I contacted the person who was his management, and I made nice with that person. The person specifically said stuff like, yes, SouFlo, because you guys, you know, you disrespect him, and he doesn't disrespect anybody and all that. No, honestly, I'm like this in the back. But I'm like, yeah, you know, it's true, it's true. And I played nice. And I had to play nice until it expired. Now, after it expired, what I did was, if you search my channel right now, you won't find no Gully Bop videos on there. No more me. And Gully Bop hurt himself like that, or his management did hurt himself like that, because the little exchange that we had, it will lead to him putting out a new song, me promote the song. But you know, Gully Bop them stay already. So come on, I don't want no promotion from you. I don't need no promotion from you. I don't need nothing from you. Boy, come call up my name. That kind of attitude thing. Okay, whatever. I was promoting it, and if I promoted his work, you could see the interaction from my audience and the views and things. So when them do that now, I went back through the channel. At this time, I had over approaching 2,000 videos on the channel. So I had to go back and review of almost 2,000 videos and find anywhere I said anything and used a clip of him, his image. See? Because some people trademark their image, you know. And if you use that, they have the right to say, hey, I understand you're doing a video about me, but take my image down. I never gave you permission to use it. And if you don't take it down, they can complain to YouTube. YouTube will say, okay, so do you own rights to, yes, here it is. Pen and paper, trademarked, and YouTube will take it down. You get 3 of those in 1 month, your whole channel is gone. Plain and simple. So I played nice. I played nice with them until she submitted to YouTube to withdraw, because the person who submit to have the material taken down or have it a strike on your channel, they can also submit a withdrawal to have that strike withdrawn. But in all honesty, in the process, I was talking to her and I said to her, I said, listen, it wasn't her, his manager. I said, listen, I don't have anything against Gully Bop. You know, it was all in humor. He said some derogatory things about me. You know, I responded, these kind of things. But at the end of the day, I just want to see him do music and be successful and all that. I said, and here Arno, she said, and you know, so I talked to him yesterday and he don't remember who you are. I said, nah. No, she said, you know, sir, I can vouch that he probably don't remember who you are. I said, no, I'm SouFLoTV. He had interactions with me before. He knows exactly who I am. She said, all right, I'm going to talk to him later and see if he remembers who you are. See? George Christopher, George Plush Creations, thank you. I appreciate you. Donna, thank you. I appreciate you. So the next day she came on the phone, and this was an everyday thing. People, this is me trying to save my YouTube channel, okay? it was all in the hands of this woman, because all she had to do at that point was find one more of these videos and send it to YouTube along with their ownership of wherever them do copyright, something, something, wherever, and my channel would have folded. I played nice, yes, ma'am, yes, yes, and she talked to him, she come back the next day, she said, you know, Sam, remember you do. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. You tell me that Gullibop don't remember or don't know who I am. And she's like, you know, Tony Reb, what? Man, why y'all always having these kind of conversations on here? Is it true? All right, let me finish out that one while I was looking for the Amari video. So, yeah, with as far as that goes, that was what it was with Gullibop and Amari. Amari, she started dinging all my videos, all of them. As soon as I put up anything about her, I would get a notification from YouTube for copyright infringement, and all revenues from this video will go to the copyright owner, and it was Amari. So I was like, okay, I got to stop talking about Amari, and I got to stop or promoting their material. I remember, I know, I was probably the only person who actually did a pen and paper review of Amari's video and song. The one where she that cry about she's looking for Bob, and she'd walk around in a New York or something like that. Before Nico, you mash up my life. Before that one there. And I got in trouble for that. So I never really do them thing more anymore. But end of the day, the story is like this, man. I want to see Dalton Harris do well. I want to see the brother do well, regardless of his sexual orientation. That has nothing to do with me. I just wish that he would stick more to his music and then live him life. And who want talk. Because right now, his personal life is overshadowing his music. See? Domo said, man, you get strike again. No, Sam, me well within my rights this time. I know what I am saying. And I am not saying too much. I'm not going too far. Oh, let me share this with y'all. There goes my baby girl. I think that's on wifey Instagram. So you know it's the top of the hour when I start sharing this, and I hear Kai out by the door. See? There she is. All right, so for those of you who don't know, I said it earlier when the video first started, but I'll say it again. Today is my baby's birthday. She's 1 year old today. So happy birthday to her, and thank you to all the people who said happy birthday to my little princess. All right, we're going to end the video right here. Tell me if I'm wrong or I'm right, though. Continue the conversation in the comment section before. Obviously, it's a conversation that we need to have, because a lot of people are so paranoid about other people's sexuality or whatever they do with them private parts. When I think that I mean, it shouldn't even be a concern of yours, right? Not a major concern anyways. Conversation topic, yeah, you want to talk about it, that's your business, but that ain't my conversation topic. I'm not sitting around sipping tea talking about who Dalton is riding or who's riding him. I would more be talking about, yo, you heard that new song? Yo, you seen the video? The boy can't sing it up, the song bad. Like that. All right? Let him stomp on the picnic them. Yes, family. Cookie mama. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, or maybe you're skipping through. Manners and respect, and hope all is well with you. All right? Z Millionaires TV. Z Millionaires TV is a Westmorelandite as well. Big up my Westmorelandite girl, Brains. Happy birthday, baby girl. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna leave it right there. So this morning, just send up some flowers and some balloons and them things there for my baby girl. I'm gonna go show it to her, even though she's one. She doesn't really mean much to her. Babe. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .. .. .. .. . . . . . . . . .. .. . I heard her out there. I guess she went back to the other side of the house. Yeah, I know you're always here, Cookie Mama, but you don't interact much. You say a little one and two thing here and there, and because there's so many people in here, sometimes I miss it. So I appreciate you. I know for sure that you've been with me for a while, quite some time. That kind of support I cannot buy. Okay, I have some loyal people who really stick to the platform and help this platform to grow, and I owe it all to you, people like you. So I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Now, for the rest of you, man, or for everybody on here, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Don't let other people's sexuality be at the forefront of your mind. It's kind of creepy to be that way, actually. Just go about your life, living your life. You're accountable for you, whether it's something between you and your God and all that. And you have to answer for you. You won't have to answer for anybody else but you. Not even your kids you won't answer for. You're going to have to answer for you. All right? Live your life and let other people live their life. That's some see it. That's how I live my life. Don't want nobody to infringe on my rights, so I don't infringe on other people's freedom and their rights. Live your life and let other people live their life. All right? Tinkerbell, oh man, Tinkerbell says happy birthday. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. With a nice donation. All right. And we're going to leave it right here for today. All right. Bless up everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts, where it's going to be spectacular. Find me something that you really, really want to talk about. I'm going to go dig up some stuff to make it really interesting tomorrow morning. All right. Everyone have a blessed day. Peace and love. George Christopher, George Plush Creations. I appreciate you. Thank you. One love, people. I'm out. Peace. And remember to go over to my wife's channel, please, which is Brains and the Beats on YouTube. And subscribe, support there as well. All right? And I'm out. Peace.